Oh, the time? You need the time? I know what time it is. It's time for another episode of
Blas explains
circling.
I have a cold, and I'm sitting here contemplating commitment to connection. It's weird. It's really hard to think of it in words now. What seems to happen is there's some part of me that's, in a sense, this is dramatized, but in a sense is always looking for an ending. It's almost like panicking or anxious omnidirectionally. I can just feel it. It's just so weird. I can breathe in it. So commitment to connection is I vow to include that thing. And I think more traditionally, I vow to believe through, the matrix or samsara. So whether we're in the matrix or not, just imagine you're in the matrix. And now think back to some time in your life where there was misunderstanding, dissonance with somebody. The idea is if I'm in the matrix right now as I sit alone here in the dining room, then I'm also in the matrix when I'm with them. And then at that point, what's a them? On some level, all I'm processing of them could be the matrix. And so commitment to connection, it's something I vow to believe that there's a real someone like me on the other side. It's super it's super whatever, vague or whatever as I say that. But now going to the context of the last misunderstanding we had, where somebody didn't realize how much you loved them, or you didn't realize how much somebody loved you, or not knowing how to tell someone about your needs, and them not being able to, be with you and those are the times it's we were doing our best. We were doing our best, creating the most cogent shared reality we could have. The clearest, it's agree on who are we, what is this? And then it we lose a step, we trip as we're trying to construct, shared reality with the person. And in that moment, the matrix just glitches. I don't really know if we can ever trust it, but it goes from trustable to untrustable, because it prevents us from kind of believing in a person on the other side of the matrix. Those misunderstandings. So commitment, connection is weird. It almost feels like some kind of Vogue posture or something. It's like I'm just gonna believe you're there. It's weird. On the practical level, it looks like staying in a room, or knowing that you are a little, been a little shut down lately, and then so like almost like when you go to the gym, when you don't really want to go and it feels good, you basically like commitment to connections. Like, I'm gonna listen, try to understand, be present, like 125%. I can see 100 right here, and I'm gonna see what 125 does. Maybe it'll break me if I rev the engine too much, but I'm gonna do that. Yeah. There's a kind of backwards way of looking at it, where it's like there really only is connection. Like, try and find something that's not in relationship to something else. Commitment to connection is just basically commitment to truth. It's right when I say something like that in me, a kind of what my contrarian would say, like, to qualify the statement. So a lot of people would like jump right there and say,
well, what about like, so you're saying you should like never walk away from people?
I'm like, no, that's like where the real like trickiness happens. So like, there's staying with somebody and walking away, and there's also like trying to pretend like they never existed, and never pretending that you weren't once a we. It's like super vague. It's basically like when something happens, like every encounter, especially of love, will change us. It's like suicide. Like, to the ego, connection is like the seppuku of the ego, because it's like, you're gonna change me. Yeah, it's the same way internally, like the connection to self. That's the same. It's basically the same one, but just another other. And that's the same kind of like principle. I'm going to look inside, and when I do and see this subjectivity looking back at me, I will be changed. And the premise is it often, is accompanied by pain, but it's never regretted. Commitment to connection. Like, whatever commitment to connection is never regretted. It's weird. I wonder if it's a shorthand for love. And like, sometimes when you love people, you gotta like cut them out of your life. It's almost like, well, if you love me, if we're in love, and like you ain't good for me, then I'm loving you by leaving you. Because I believe you believe in love. Commitment to connection. It's really interesting. It's weird. It's like hitting the brakes. So like, if somebody says something insulting, and normally you would just be like, I don't deal with people like that. You might like try a different angle, like, just so you can stay put. You might try an angle like, wonder what your day was like today, or being authentic and being like,
ouch, that really hurts, and I'm scared you're gonna hurt me some more.
Like almost like trying different maneuvers to stay rooted in the connection. Yeah. great principle. Just a great principle. You really got to play with it. It's like when people start out, it just means stay in the room. Or almost like it kind of means stay where you can stay as long as you can. And if it gets too much, then back up a little bit. The backing up a little bit is not discommitment from connection. It's re-upping on commitment to connection within yourself. So like, it's totally okay to like, you know, I'd say it's even mature at times. Just be like, I'm just going to step out for like 5 minutes. Be right back. Like, I think I heard it takes like 90 seconds for an emotion to kind of like wash through you if your mind's not drumming on it. So just hack yourself, you know. Oh, I actually want to be here, but it's too much energy right now. And I don't have to like try and jump every hurdle I see. You know? I like that. I like the way I just said that. The walking away from someone is just committing to yourself. And then there's that kind of lingering place. It's like you don't get to pretend that wasn't a we. Like it always was a we. Yeah.
Ron, what if they want even more circling?
And if you want even more circling, you can come work with me.